Hi, my name is Mayank Solanki and I'm the founder of Val ED Session. Our program Saksham has been successfully running in your school with your children this past year. Today, I invite you for an event on the November 19th, which is an extension of involving you, the entire stakeholder community, to learn together. It's a very interesting event called Blindfolded Conversations. As the name suggests, it involves talking, active listening, but with the twist of being blinded. Why are we doing that? What it would lead to is something that we would love to explore with you together. What I would like to let you know is that this is something which is going to bring you and the child much more closer. It's going to build empathy, communication, and understanding of children and adults in a very, very different and a new way. I hope all of you will turn up in big numbers, and I look forward to meeting all of you on November 19th. See you there.
Namaste everybody. Greetings from Chitrakoota Kaushalya School. What is the point of being successful and not happy? Is that success worth having? My mentor always said, a person who is not successful in his family cannot be successful outside either, because happiness sprouts out of relationships. On Children's Day, as a gift to your family, to your entire family, we are conducting a beautiful workshop on 19th of November, Saturday morning, exclusively for you with your child. Yes, first time a unique workshop is conducted for the child and the parent together. And the objective of this workshop is to strengthen the bonding between the parents and the child, to make this beautiful relationship even more deeper, even more meaningful, even more colorful. Even the grandparents are welcome to be a part of it. They anyway take care of the children. They are integral part of the children. 19th of November, it is happening at Chitrakoota main branch. It is not happening at Kaushalya branch. It's happening at Chitrakoota main branch. Please do come and take the best out of the sessions.
Namaste to everyone. Values. Values make us as a human being. More than what we are following, values teach us why we are following it, why we believe values. The way I want to see myself or feel as a human being, those are my values. The way I want my child or my student to understand life and react and do for the society or for himself or herself, that is value. 20th October, we celebrated World Value Day. It's so important for us to understand values in our lives. Keeping these things in mind, we felt that why not having an interactive session with our parents and children on these values. What are our children learning? How are they feeling? How are they growing up? What is my contribution as a teacher? Or what is our contribution as parents in a child's life? Let us all have a wonderful time understanding these questions. These are all very volatile. If we are not experiencing, we are not understanding what we are going to get it. Keeping that in mind, we are arranging one wonderful day of value-based interaction with our parents and with our children. I wholeheartedly want to welcome you for this Saturday's program, which is conducted by Mr. Mayank and from Value Education to satisfy all these questions, to make our life much more worthy and to make us understand the value of values in our day-to-day life. Let us all meet for this wonderful occasion of value-based interaction. Thank you, parents.
Happy morning, everybody. Are we all here? Can I take a yes? Yes. I'm Ankita Paul. I feel so fortunate to stand here as a Saksham educator. We all know that our education system has transformed from traditional method to advanced NEP. But have we ever thought, can value education be included? Here I am experiencing it every day as a Saksham educator, along with our children. They are always free to express themselves, they are thoughtful, they introspect about themselves, and they get to know a lot about different values like kindness, gratefulness, whatnot, through many activities, through many elements which are present in our own Chitrakoota Kaushalya, like Guru Manvat, Seva Corner, and there are regular Saksham classes too. These Saksham classes and elements are part of valid initiatives. This is an organization where they incorporate life skills, values, social emotional learning to education system. They have many programs for parents and children to build life skill, social emotional learning, and to just to bond with each other. And today's event is one of them. I would like to introduce Mr. Mayank Solanki, the CEO of Valid Initiatives, who is highly motivated and dedicated to see a dynamic change in every child through this value education. He is the one who ideates, design, and build a well-being curriculum which teaches value, well-being, and whatnot. And last but not the least, I am so fortunate and our whole school that our chairman sir, Mr. Chaitanya sir, and our principal, Joita ma'am, has taken this initiative to introduce this program to our Kaushalya school. I would like to call Mr. Mayank Solanki to address the gathering.
Hello everyone. How are you feeling today? Looks like only children are feeling good. You're feeling happy, sir. Wonderful. So let's have a very clean and a strong voice from everyone because you're going to need a lot of it during the rest of this event. Okay? So once more, good morning everyone. Good morning. Absolutely. Are all the young ones today ready? Are you excited? Because I promise you, you're going to have an experience today which is very different from anything that you've had earlier. And this is also for the parents, right? You would have had a lot of conversations with each other, but today will be different. Of course, as the name suggests, it is not known to anyone or not unknown to anyone that it's going to involve an element of blindfolded, right? Which means that somewhere I'm going to ask you not to see the person in front of you. And what's going to happen after that in terms of a conversation is going to be guided from this stage. All you have to do is speak openly, freely, and most importantly, listen to the person along with you as well. Is that something which all of you can do? Yeah? Sounds interesting? It's going to be a mix of interesting questions where you will learn new things, personal questions where you'll be able to share your life's journey, both young children and the parents. It will involve an element of listening to someone else's journey and realizing some things in life. And it will involve an element of learning how to be a better parent, a better son, or a better daughter. Very simple 3-4 objectives that we have today. Yeah? We are going to come across and hold your hands in some places and move you around over here as well, right? We will tell you when we will do it. We will tell you why we are going to do it. Just move along with us and you'll have a great time. Simple enough, right? What's very important to get the most of this event, young children over here and the parents, is that you have to think, why is Mayank asking that question? What is Mayank trying to get out of me? How can I be honest in my answers? I want you to try your best with that. Is that okay? Because they say a teacher can stand in front of you. A teacher can share everything and all the knowledge he or she knows. But if the student does not want to listen, or if the student does not want to put their mind, nothing can happen. Correct? So today, all of you are my students, and I will try to be a good teacher, and I will try to take you along, every single one of you. Right? Now, in today's new age, all of our students have personal devices and phones which can distract them sometimes. So I'm going to request all of you to please take your phones, put it on silent, just recheck it once if in case it's on loud, put it on silent and put it inside your pocket, right? And to help you with that, we can have young children, right next to you. So I'm going to ask all the young children over here, please check that your mama and papa's phone is on silent and it goes inside the bag or their pocket, wherever they prefer it. Okay, I'm going to give 5 seconds for checking it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done? If you're done, give me a thumbs up. Oh, excellent. Nice. Okay, here's a question for you before we start. Do you guys like stories? Only children like stories? Elder people don't like stories? They say, in Hindi they say, Dil jawan to sab jawan. Youthfulness does not come from age. Youthfulness comes from the heart, right? And a person who likes stories will always be young, is my personal belief, right? Because children love stories, because it's possibilities, what happens next, excitement, suspense, because they're looking forward to knowing. A lot of us don't become grown-ups in life. With time, we become given-ups in life. Are you a grown-up or are you a given-up? It's a big question to ask. So I'm going to ask, are you once more ready to listen to a story? And all of you will connect with this story somewhere. There was once a girl, and I'm sure a lot of you young women over here, young boys over here, you would have noticed that, if your siblings, as they keep growing along, right? Have you seen they start getting a lot of dots on their faces? Sometimes they call it as pimples. Sometimes they call it as freckles. Sometimes there are black dots which comes. Sometimes there are white dots which comes. How many of you young people have seen that? Have you seen pimples? Have you seen dots and everything? Sometimes you also have it. Yes, right? So when you are very, very young, your skin is very smooth like butter, like paneer. Yes or no? Yeah. In fact, a lot of you I can see from here only. Very nice, smooth skin you have, right? So this girl, right, was growing up and she started seeing one day that, all these kind of things are coming on her skin and it's completely changing her, right? And the moment she saw that, she became very, very sad. I don't look cute anymore. I don't look very, very, very beautiful anymore. I don't want to go to school. My friends will make fun of me. And she said to her grandmama, I don't want to go to school. And her grandmom came to her, what happened? You always are so happy to go to school. Why are you saying no? Then she said, Mama, Aji, this is what I'm feeling. This is all these dots I'm not liking. You make these dots go away, I'll go to school. Do you think Aji can take out a wand from inside and do abracadabra and the dots will go away? Do you think that's possible? Very difficult. No, it's not possible. So Aji had some other trick in her mind, right? So Aji came to her and she sat down and she said that, Ajo, you are so lucky. When I was your age, I wanted pimples. I never got them only. I wanted acne. I never got them only. You're so lucky. You know what? For me, pimples are very beautiful. People with pimples look so nice. And that girl for a minute, she's like, pimples look beautiful. Pimples look nice. I didn't know that. Yes. In fact, you're becoming more and more beautiful. In Ajji's eyes, you're becoming more and more beautiful. And little by little, that girl said, if Ajji thinks I'm nice, okay, then I think I can go to school. And that girl became ready to go to school. But before she got up, she turned around, she looked at Ajji and she said, Ajji, you know what? Even wrinkles are very beautiful. That girl had understood. The girl understood that my Ajji was telling this so that I feel better. Dear children, how many times have you seen your mama and papa doing so many things, funny things, silly things just to make you smile and laugh? Have you seen that? When you were young, when you were not sleeping, do you know what your mama and papa did? What? La 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 lori, doodh ki katori. In any tune, whether they are singers or not, they will still sing for you. Whether they are dancers or not, they'll still dance for you. How many of you young children, how many of you have sit on the back of your papa? Is your papa a horse? No. But he became a horse for you. Because he knew that my child, my son, my daughter wants to ride a horse. Now I don't have a horse, no problem. For my daughter's happiness, for my son's happiness, I will only become of a horse. And you also knew, is your papa a horse? That also you know that my papa is not a horse. But for your father's happiness also, you sat on top of him and you said, okay, you also played along. Dear parents, trust the intelligence of your children and trust the heart of your children. The story tells us that the small girl also understood what Ajji was trying to do, and Ajji also knew what the child was feeling through. They say, when empathy comes into our life, shame cannot exist. I will repeat again. When empathy and understanding come to our life, shame cannot exist. Today, with this mantra, with this thought process, I want you to have a conversation. I want you to have a conversation. What's your name? Avyukt. When a friend is going to, now you will speak to someone today. When you speak to that person, no, I want you to remember this story that I'm trying to understand what my friend is going through, is feeling. Can you do that for me? And whoever is going to be his friend is going to understand and try to understand what is Avyukt feeling. In each other's understanding, we will learn a lot. Okay? Perfect. So I hope I've been able to set the context for everyone. Is everyone clear? Now, all of you have been given a blindfold in front of you. Can you please raise it up if you have it in your hand? Yeah. Is there anyone who doesn't have a blindfold? Please raise your hand. We will arrange it for you right away. If you don't have a blindfold, could we please, there are some people who've raised their hands. If you can just arrange for it, please. Do we have some teachers over here who are there? Okay, yeah. So I'm going to need your help in a few minutes, right? Till then, if you can just quickly check if everyone has a blindfold. We have some very comfortable blindfolds over here. So if you're using a cloth, you could probably use this. It'll be a little more comfortable. Kinari, do we have enough of those to... Yeah, so then... Because the cloth might fall off, might not be too comfortable. So you can use these band ones, very easy and nice to have. So I'll give you like 1 minute if you can quickly run around and give it. So as they're giving it out, just want to say that there is going to be a nice experience where you're going to make a friend today. You're going to speak to the friend today, right? What I can tell you for sure is you're not going to sit with your child today. You're not going to sit with your child today, but you will sit with someone's child today. Someone over here itself. Okay? Dear children, dear parents, do I have your attention? If I have your attention, raise your right hand. Right hand. People are now checking which one is my right hand. Excellent. Hands down. When you speak to this person, You can't share what your name is. Understood? You can't share what your name is. You can't ask what their name is. Okay? You can't tell, I'm not telling my name, I'm Harshit's mama. You can't tell any details of your family, first name, second name, child's name, papa's name, nothing. Okay? Right? And you can't ask also. So you can't tell or you can't ask. The whole conversation, and that's the next one, right? As Sir mentioned, you cannot remove your blindfold for the rest of the conversation. The conversation is going to be roughly about 30 to 35 minutes. Okay, there's going to be maybe 6 or 7 questions which I'm going to ask, and I will tell specifically, children, I want you to answer this question. Then the child will answer to the adult in front of them. To the adult in front of them, and the adult is expected to listen. And I will tell, dear adult, dear parent, I want you to answer this question. Then the child will listen. Clear? Simple, no? Right? When you do it, you'll understand how it is, right? In one group, I think we will be having 3 people. I want to ask a question before I proceed. How many of both parent, mama and papa, have both of them come? Please raise your hand. Okay. So I'm going to leave it to you guys to see if you want to split the parent to, because it looks like that entire gang over there has not come with the second partner. So either we can take one of these parents and we can put them, or we can continue having a group of 3. Okay, so if it's possible, you guys can do it. If not, I'll leave it to you. Anyways, they will look into that aspect, right? After all of you are blindfolded, right? The parents, all children will be requested to get up and come to either this side or that side. If you're this side, you can go there. If you're this side, you can go here. Okay? All the parents will be then blindfolded, right? Now, children after reaching over there will be blindfolded, and then one teacher or one of our team members will hold your hand and randomly take you to someone over here. We will introduce that person by telling, your friend is here, and they will give their hand to the adult's hand. Is that okay, teachers? Right? So that they peacefully sit. Please be careful about these kind of wires over here or anything in between so they don't trip over. Right? And all the chairs are going to turn so that you can face each other, or else your neck will pain if you're turning the side. Very simple instructions, very clear. Okay, everyone, right? As we get into it, we'll kind of get more and more clarity of other thing, right? So, everyone has the blindfold, right? All children, right? Please say goodbye to your parents. Tell I will see you in half an hour, right? And all parents, please come. Hold on. Okay, ready everyone? So all children over here to the right, all children over here to the left. Take the blindfold along with you and please go. I know that some of you have a small young baby with you, sibling along. So if you're able to keep them and they won't disturb, then it's okay. You can continue with them. If you need help, you want them to be engaged, then we can have someone at the team, school team, engage them for some time. Okay? If any parent, if 2 of you are here, if you would like to switch to a different group, right, to get a different experience, you can raise your hand and someone from our team will allocate you to a different parent. Okay, ready everyone? Cool. All parents, blindfold on. You will get to see the light after 30-40 minutes, so please put it on. It's very comfortable, so you won't have an issue. You will have to please flatten that one. Okay, all parents, if your blindfold is on, please raise your hand. Perfect. Please try not to see niche se, upar se, side se. The intention is not to have a competition of who can identify. It's not a game. It's just an experience. Okay. All children, blindfolds on. Dear children, most important, you have to promise that you will not cheat and see from down, okay? This is going to be more fun when you don't know them. So all children, blindfolds on right away. If you're wearing a specs, if you feel more comfortable to remove the specs, you can do that. If you feel it's okay with the thing, it's fine also. Okay, children, are you done? Dear teachers, Val ED team, please escort the children to random people and random parents over here with your hand. You can start now. One in between. Please ensure the wire is not something which they trip over. Remember, you can't tell your name, you can't ask. Parents, I will need your wisdom over here. Please ensure that that doesn't come out. Great, I can see one of the parents holding the hand of their child next to them. Perfect. Just to know that there's a child next to you, you can try to say hello with your hand. Naam mat puchna. One. Oh, sure. Is there a blindfold, guys? Kinu or? Oh. Okay, yeah, there's one. Yeah. Maybe all of you can have one or two in your hand, so in case. Good. Looks like 50% of them are already placed. Just give us a little more time. The rest of the team, the ones who are seated, if you can please turn the chairs towards each other, please, for the group. It might get a little noisy for the next few minutes, but please don't worry. It's just so that you can be facing each other so that your neck doesn't get strained. So if you can just slightly turn so that you can kind of face it, we can come and help you out if you want. We'll try to give as much space between two groups so that your voices don't bounce over. Please try not to ask any questions which might reveal any detail like which class, which section, anything of that sort. I know that excitement is there, but just as a request. The anonymity itself is the biggest gift in this experience. Chatterjee, the teacher can help. Joyita ma'am, if you can just manage that child. No? Okay, last 2 minutes. Okay, let's do a quick check. Every parent, if there's any parent who does not have a child, please raise your hand. Two parents don't have a child. You're supposed to be blindfolded, so sorry. Put the blindfold on here. Yeah. Ankita ma'am. So have we allocated a child and a parent to everyone? Dear teachers, good to go? Okay. Can the teachers please come here? All the teachers please come here for a minute. Okay guys, I think we are ready. Okay, so let's get to it. The first question which I'm going to ask is for the parent. The parent will answer to the friend in front of you. But before we start the conversation, it's important to say hello. So I want the parent to give a handshake to the person in front of you, saying simply hello. Hi. Now the child also is going to say the same thing. Hello, hi. I look forward to this conversation. So you made this friend only for 30 minutes. You're going to make this friend only for 30 minutes. Okay? They don't know who you are. Dear parent, this child doesn't know who you are. Dear child, this person in front of you doesn't know who you are. The only thing you need to do is share your story, your feelings. No one will come to know. No one is listening to your thing. Don't worry. Everything is confidential. Everything is safe. This friend only wants to help you. So the first question the parent is going to answer is this. What is the naughtiest thing you did as a child? The parent will answer, what is the naughtiest thing you did as a child? I want you to share this with the friend in front of you. You have 1 minute to share. Your time starts now. If you don't understand the question, you just have to raise your hand and one of us will come and help you. Last 30 seconds. Wherever there are two parents, please ensure both of you speak. Yeah? If you're done, give me a thumbs up. Okay, looks like more than half of you need time. I'll give you 30 more seconds. Hands down, please. Okay, last 5 seconds. Looks like some parents have done really naughty things. Okay. Amazing, guys. Good start. Okay, now the next question, children, you will answer. Okay, next question, children will answer. What is the nicest thing that your parent has done for you? What is the nicest thing your parent has done for you? Children will answer to the new friend in front of you. Your time starts now. Last 10 seconds. Dear parents, remember, sometimes you have to help your friend to share. Little bit of hesitance might be there, but if you give them the support, they will be able to answer. Is that okay, parents? Perfect. Okay, guys, the first set of question is done. Well done. Ready for the next question? Okay, good. So here's the second question. Okay, this the parent will answer. Dear parents, I want you to answer this question to the friend in front of you. When do you feel the happiest when you see your children? When you see your children, when do you feel the happiest? The parent will answer to the new friend in front of them. Your time starts now. Remember, if any point, if you've not understood the question, you can raise your hand and we will come to you. As a parent, when do you feel the happiest when you see your children? Last 5 seconds. Okay, same question for the young children now. So, dear children, I want you to answer this question. When do you feel the happiest in your life? As a child, when do you feel the happiest in your life? Your time starts now. Sometimes what happens is, children will give one-line answers, two-line answers. But as a parent, if you help them and support them, they will be able to open up and give longer answers. Try that. Last 5 seconds. Okay. And done. Perfect. Good 2 questions, guys. Now I'm going to start getting into very deeper questions now. Are you ready? Remember, you'll have to think now. You'll really have to reveal and share. Remember, if you trust the person in front of you, you will be able to give and get a lot out of this conversation. So, dear parents, I'm going to give you the first chance. The next question is for the parent. I want you to answer this question. It's a difficult one, but try. What is the one thing you hoped that your child understood about you? There are some things as parents that we're not able to help our children understand. You try a lot, but they don't understand. This young friend in front of you, think that this is your big friend for a minute. Share what is it that about your child, something which you're trying to make your child understand, but he or she is not understanding. I want you to share it with the child in front of you. Is the question clear, everyone? If there's any doubt, you can ask me by raising your hand. Okay, I see 2-3 people raising their hands. So I will repeat the question again. What is something that you hope that your child will understand about you? That is what you're supposed to share. Okay? Your time starts now. Last 30 seconds. Last 10 seconds. Please ensure both the parents are giving the answer. 3, 2, 1. Okay, done. Well done, parents. Now it's the time for you to listen to your younger friend. So, dear children, this is the question for you. The elder person in front of you shared, I hoped my child understood this about me. I hope my child understood that about me. But there are some things that even parents don't understand about us, no? I'll give an example. When I was young, when I used to become angry because I fought with someone or I fell down or something happened in school, when I used to come home, immediately my mom will tell, what happened? Who did it? You tell me the whole story. This, that, this. I just wanted to be in my room for 15 minutes with no one asking me 10,000 questions. But my parent used to tell me now, tell me now, tell me now, tell me now. I used to get so irritated. Why does my mom not understand? This was my story. Maybe something else you hope that your parent understands. So this is the question for my young children today. What is that one thing you hope, you want your parents to understand about you? Is the question clear, dear children? Wonderful. Looks like a lot of children already have answer in their mind. Okay, your time, dear children, starts now. Parents, please listen carefully. Okay, children, looks like you are telling a lot of things now. Last 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Okay. This is the loudest I've heard this whole audience so far. Parents, clear signal. Children really want you to understand a lot of things. Okay, guys, my next question. Just a reminder, if there are two parents, please ensure that both of you get the chance to share and to listen at the same time. Okay? Now, the next question is for the parent. It's a very nice question according to me. What is the most precious gift that your parent gave you? This is for the parent, okay? When you were a young child or a teenager or an adult, what was the most precious gift your parent gave you? Before you answer, I want to share something as a story which happened with me. When I was in school, in specifically 8th standard, some schools have this method of shuffling classes. And I was going to be shuffled to another class. Unfortunately, I was only the handful 4 or 5 students who was going to be shuffled. All of my friends were remaining back in the same section. Now, for me, it was very difficult. And I went home and I told my mom, Mama, this is going to happen. I don't want to go. Mama said, this is part of school, Papa. You can't do anything about it. My father, he's a doctor. So generally, very rarely used to come. In my 8 years of school till that time, my father would have come to school maybe 2 times. Once for one sports day and once for one, I think, for admission or something. That's it, okay? But that time I was feeling so bad. I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to have to leave my friends and everything. The next day I came to know my father came to school. And he spoke to my principal and he said how this is affecting him, how he really doesn't want to, if you would like to reconsider your decision. My parents said, if you have come, who we have not seen in so many years, it must really mean a lot. And I never got shifted to another class. For me, that was the greatest gift he gave. So, dear parents, what is the greatest gift you got from your parent at any point of time in your life? I want you to share it with the young child in front of you. Is the question clear? Okay, guys, your time starts now. Last 30 seconds. Please ensure both parents speak. What is the most precious gift that your parent gave you in your life? Last 5 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, done. All done, guys? Excellent. Very good. So whenever I ask you a question, dear parents, you can answer by giving a thumbs up. Okay? That's the way that you can tell me. So are all parents done? Excellent. Very good. Thank you. So children, now question for you. Okay? Now the adult person has shared what's the greatest gift they got. Right? Now I think it's important you share. My question to children is this. What do you think, children, is the best gift a parent can give you, which is not a thing? Generally, when we think of gifts, no, we'll think, I think the best gift to give is a car. I think the best gift to give is a house. No. What is a gift that you will appreciate, you will love, which is not a thing? What can it be? Like, for example, my father's presence was one of the best gifts I got when I was a young child. It could be anything else for you. I want you to think and share with the friend in front of you. Is the question clear, dear children? Yeah? What is the best gift that you can get or you want from your parents, which is not a thing? Your time starts now. Everything is going right for you. Something or the other goes in a different direction. Something happened with her. On her very first week, she met with an accident on the way to office. And because of that, her fluency of going to office started getting effective. She had to take a leave every other week for 1 or 2 days. Slowly her office people were not too happy. They were like, we can adjust once or twice, but we can't keep adjusting again and again. And they said that maybe it's better if you find a different job. What looked like a very rosy, gloomy place for her to go became very difficult. But despite all of that, she tried her best and she said that, no, I'm going to find a way of making things work. With all of that stress of constantly people telling her, Chumma, you're telling, it's not something that is so big, you're making it difficult or making it sound difficult and everything around it. For 10 years, she had to go through all that entire part. In that 10 years, she had a child, she took care of her elders, she took care of her husbands, everything she did. But she never told anything of that sort till about 12 years after that incident. Dear parents, isn't there a lot of things that you also go through in your life which you don't share? Thinking that, what if my child comes to know? What will he think? He will take tension. What if sometimes you don't even tell it to your own wife? Sometimes you don't tell it to your own friends. But just for a minute, if you would like to share with this young child who does not know you, who does not know your background, nothing he knows or she knows, can you share with this friend what gets you stressed in life? What gets you stressed in life? I want the parents to share that. Is the question clear, everyone? If you want to say yes, you can just give me a thumbs up. Yeah? Okay, great. What gets you stressed in life? Our children deserve to know. Your time starts now. What gets you stressed in life? किससे tension हो जाता है? What disrupts the flow of your life? Please share that with our young children and our young friend today. Last 30 seconds. Last 10 seconds. Last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. Are you done, parents? Okay. Looks like there's a lot of things giving stress to parents. This is the loudest parents have spoken in the entire event so far. I know. There's a very nice saying which says, and I'm sure this is a little bit of Hindi, but I hope you connect with it. They say, गम के आंसुओं को पीकर जिसको मुस्कुराना आ गया, ये हकीकत है कि यारो उसको जीने आ गया. है कि नहीं? तो गम के आंसुओं को पीना पड़ता है. The tears of sad and sorrow, the person who's learned how to consume them, it is true that they have learned how to live life. Right? So, children, now you know this elder person who's next to you, what makes them stressed, what gives them tension, what makes them sad. Yes? You've understood that? Now it is your turn to help them. So, all the young children will answer this question. How can the person next to you deal with this stress and tension? How can they work on this tension and stress? Today, you will give advice to them. Simple question, no? Have all children understood? I want the children to give advice that आपको क्या करना चाहिए, what you should do when you feel tension, what you should do when you feel sad. Can all the children help the person next to them? Ready? Oh, wonderful. I love the excitement. Your time starts now. Last 10 seconds. Last 3. Okay. For all parents who are thinking why I asked the children, for all parents who are thinking why I asked children to answer this question, here's a song which will give you some answers. Parents, do you remember this song? Child might not know, but you should listen to this song. I love the spirit of this child. Okay, guys, I hope you had a good time. It's time for the last question. It's a very short, beautiful question, and we'll be ending with that. Okay? Don't worry, I will tell you when to open your blindfolds. Please don't open it till I tell you to. Okay? Last question, parents, you're up first, right? Before you leave, before you say goodbye to this friend whom you'll again not meet, it's been a nice short 35 minute friendship, right? Before you leave, right? What is that one advice that you would like to give to this child in front of you? Any advice from your life that you have learned, what you would like to, from your heart, give to this child, from your heart? Please give it in just 30 seconds. Your time starts now. Last 10 seconds. Please ensure both parents share. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, parents. Only advice, not Granth, Gatha. Okay, now that you've already got proof that these children are wonderful, melting pots of wisdom they bring from their family. Dear children, my last question to you, okay? What is the one advice you want to give to this big friend, this parent, so that they will make another child's life happy, another child's life brighter? I want you to give an advice to them that how they can be a better parent. Is the question clear, children? I want you to give an advice to them how they can be a better parent. Your time starts now. How can they be a better parent? Last 10 seconds. Tell everything. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you done? If done, please give me a thumbs up. Okay. So guys, as they say, anything which is good has to come to an end. So, it's time now for you to again hold the hand of the child or the big person in front of you. Right? Give a handshake. Say, it was nice meeting you. It was wonderful meeting you. And I think the school of Chitrakoota is very friendly and nice. I think if you are comfortable, you can give a hug also. If you're comfortable. You can give a nice pat on their back. Dear children, you can pull the cheek of this person, don't worry. Children, you can pull the cheek of the older friend. Okay, perfect. Now, all children, no one will remove their blindfolds. No one will remove. All children will stand up. All children will stand up there. Please help the child stand up, dear parents. Dear teachers, one by one, please take the children and go to the corner. Whichever corner is this one. Do not take them to the parent, just take them to the corner. That's it. It's bye-bye time.
गिर के उठ कर चलना तूने सिखाया है रौनक में पापा तेरे ही आंगन की मेरी जिद से पहले सब कुछ मुझे दिलाया है नाम तेरा पहचान मेरी नाम तेरा पहचान मेरी मेरे पापा मेरा संसार
Okay, looks like everyone's reached their ends. Everyone can remove their blindfolds. Ah, oh my God, so much light together. All children, please go back to your mama and papa. You have 1 minute. Dear parents, if you have shifted around, please settle in as well. Excellent. Our team will come by and they will ask you for the blindfolds, or you can give it at the end, whichever you're comfortable with. But let's settle down. Last 30 seconds for you to please find your space. Have a seat, have a seat. And please don't become CBI and CID. Nan al kutide, ivagal yar kutidare. Not needed. The experience is more important than. Let's not be Sherlock Holmes. Did you guys like the experience? Only children liked it again. Did you parents also like the experience? Learn something? Okay, great. Now, very, very important. Very, very important, right? I need everyone's attention and calm down. Maybe you guys can collect the blind. It's done? Okay, great. Cool. Okay. Let's debrief what happened. Because an experience will become entertainment without reflection. An experience will become entertainment without reflection. My objective in the next 5-10 minutes is to all of us collectively reflect what happened, what we learned. And for that, I will want you to share. Okay? Sometimes I want parents to share. Sometimes I would want children to share. I'll ask 1 or 2 questions and you guys can take it ahead from there. Okay? First question, very simple, right? What is maybe one amazing thing that you learnt from the friend you made? It can be anything. One very amazing thing that, Mayank, I never imagined that I would have learned this. Such a wonderful thing I learned. I just want to start with that kind of a question. Anyone, just raise your hand and our team will come and get a Okay, yeah. We'll start with sir and we'll come to you after that, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
I think the best thing that we can learn is the innocence. Maintain your innocence throughout your life. Keep that going so that you don't have mess your things up, right? So keep that innocence going. So that's the best part.
So you learned the importance of being innocent, right? Even as older people, we can be innocent. Wonderful. Thank you so much, sir. Let's give a round of applause for sir. He made the first chance of speaking up. We have sir over here who wants to speak. Please, sir.
The important thing what I learned here from my friend is softness. You have to be very soft and more important is listen to the child. So child means like whatever they have their own feelings inner, and we have to listen that one.
Absolutely. They say if you listen to the universe, you will get all answers. The wisdom of our ancestors resounds in the universe as vibrations. That's the reason why they say, sit down in silence, close your eyes, and simply observe. You will get a lot of answers. Yes or no? This is one of the reasons. Even when you have issues or troubles with your children, with a human being, simply sit down and listen. Because often there is not meaning in words, there is meaning between words. Do you agree? शब्दों में नहीं, शब्दों के मध्य में सार होता है. तो ये समझना is the art of parenting. That not what your child is trying to tell you through words, but what your child is trying to tell itself. Because your children's English might not be perfect, might not be vocabulary great, but what they're trying to say is a whole picture. That's what we have to catch. And today that was one of the exercises, that when your distraction is not there of seeing, looking, hearing, whatever, it's only on the person, what amazing things can happen. I hope you got a small glimpse of that, right? Wonderful. And such a nice thing, softness. Such a nice quality. Today in a world where everyone wants to be macho, imagine the quality of softness is loved by everyone. Wonderful, sir. Thank you so much for sharing, right? Let's give a round of applause for sir as well. And we will have you, sir.
Hi, what I learned from child today is like caring about others, like and trying to learn new things, and what they want they can tell openly. Those kind of things I learned.
Wonderful. The importance of caring about other people, right? Very nice. Can we have one more person? Okay, we have sir over here, Ankita Chatterjee. Okay, sir. Okay, we'll come next to you, sir. After that, sir. Over there. Please, sir, go ahead.
So I met really beautiful young one, really. See, I'm so happy for their parents also. He know the value of material, means how much he wants. You know that. I like it really, because these days kids, they will always ask, I want that, and these many things they will ask. But that my friend, he knows how much he wants. And I'm happy for their parents also.
Yeah, indirect compliment for the parent. It doesn't matter. We might not know who it is, but yeah, what's important is to know how much. There's one of the greatest things, dear parents, we can give to our children is the sense of tripti. Have you heard of this word?
I'll come back.
At some point, you have to draw a line. How much you want in life. Without tripti, no matter how much you have, you will not be happy. Some people with 10,000 rupees are happy. Some people with 1 lakh are unhappy. Have you seen this in life? Unless and until we are content. And teaching contentment, wouldn't you pay thousands and lakhs of rupees if someone teaches of contentment to us? Because then it does not matter what we have. And you should give a huge round of applause for Chitrakoota, because that is what they're doing for your children. They are trying to teach what does not exist in any book, which is how to live life in fullness wherever they are, however it is, but to be happy. Because happiness is being, not getting somewhere and then I will get happy. Today, it's a lot of it has become like that. Wonderful point. Thank you so much for sharing, sir. The mic is with, there we go. Yes, sir.
Yeah, firstly, I need to thank you for this wonderful experiment, actually. What I learned from a friend is that she suggested me at last that we need to allow kids to experiment. That is missing. So she asked me to allow them to make mistakes. I think that is the lesson I took from her.
Wonderful. Let's give a huge round of applause for both the child and the parent. Giving space to our children. Very important. Today, we're sometimes a little overprotective. What will happen to my child? He'll fall off, he'll get cut, this will happen, that will happen. It's very, by default, the nature of protectiveness which comes to a parent. But dear parents, understanding and learning that if we give space to our children, they will only become stronger. Very important. At your house, can you think today how you are going to allow your children to be part of running your household chores? Even something as simple as setting up the dining table is something which they can do. Sometimes give them the chance to count money before you give it to someone else. Okay, what does 10,000 in 100 rupee notes looks like? Sometimes giving them the opportunity to decorate something. If example, your temple, your puja hall. Even that is something which helps. But what's very important is you give your child the space to learn, and all of us know we learn also through mistakes. So, तोड़ दिया ना, मैंने बोला था तू तोड़ देगी. Have you heard of this? Have you said this sometimes? I told you no. So remember, you telling this I told you no doesn't make you greater. It only shows that you didn't have belief in your child. That's the message the child is telling. My mom is telling, look, I already knew you couldn't do it. Would your child be benefited by that? If there is one statement which a parent should remove from that vocabulary, is look, I told you so. Even if you know it inside, dear parents, sometimes कुछ चीजें सोचने की होती है, बोलने की नहीं. This is one thing, don't tell, because it will do a lot of damage to their own self-esteem. Do you agree? Yeah? Okay, now let's have some children answering. Right? Dear children, you also learned, you also made a new friend today. Can you share what you learned from this friend? Something nice, something interesting. That, my friend told this thing to me. It was very nice and I liked it a lot. Any child who would like to share? Okay, there's one beautiful, cute child over there. She's raising her hand. Can we please give the mic to her?
My new friend told me that we should always have courage to fight back if anyone bullies or teases about anyone or me. And also, we should never get angry, upset, or sad about anything. We should just ignore someone who always, teases us.
Wonderful. Let's give a round of applause.
You want to share?
Wow. Look at the courage of this girl. That's like, I'll be the first to answer. And such a beautiful learning to the parent also who shared this with her. Do you find that advice valuable? It was a nice thing which she said? Nice, very nice. Okay, we have someone here as well. Go ahead.
My new friend said that we should be kind always.
Important to learn how to be kindness, right? See,
Yes.
dear children, all your new friends, whatever they said, no, they have learnt it over 40 years, 50 years. You are 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old. They have spent 4 times more time than you. 5 times more time than you. And after all of that, they're telling, Baba, the most important thing in life is be kind. Be nice. Be strong. Be courageous. No one told, no, learn how to learn money, learn how to do cryptocurrency, learn how to do stock. No one will tell that. Did anyone tell, learn how to score 95% marks? See, Chumma, they'll keep telling you, my mummy will keep telling me, study. Study is important, but what is even more important is kindness, intelligence, truthfulness. And that's what your friends told today. Okay, great. We have 2-3 hands over here. Let's go. Okay, there. Okay, right. All the way behind.
My new friend told me that we should not be with people who are not comfortable with us, and who are comfortable with us, we should be there only. We should be with them only. And we should not get anger, and we should be impatient.
Absolutely. Let's give a round of applause for her as well. Which means, dear children, they are telling you should choose the kind of friends you have. You should choose who you spend your time with. They say you are a product of the 5 people you spend time with. Who are the 5 most people time you spend with? You will become mostly like them itself. So if you're with the dwarfs, you will become a dwarf. If you're with the giant, you will become a giant. Right? And I don't mean by height. That's not what I mean. I mean by people with small thinking, with small anger every time, you'll also become like that. You'll get angry every small time. But if you're with people who are kind, who are not getting angry, who are courageous, you also will become like that. Right? Okay, last 1 or 2 students and then we will have to conclude. Okay, I think we should also give some boys a chance. Looks like I'm listening to girls already. No disrespect, but yeah, just for fun. Go ahead.
Like I learned from my new friend that in any situation when I'm bored, we should observe around us. Then we should count anything. We should just observe around us like that.
Very interesting. Observe. Whenever you're in a situation or difficulty, observe, see what is happening and things will become more clearer to us, right? Do you like that? Nice, very nice. Excellent. Let's give a round of applause for him as well. Okay, last one more.
My new friend said that we should never be angry and we should be in patience.
Never be impatient and never get angry.
Yeah.
Wow, looks like a lot of parents have told that only. गुस्सा करना बंद करो. सबके लाइफ में गुस्से का इश्यू है. Okay. Go ahead.
My new friend told that we have to face our fears and respect elders.
I was hoping and thinking, why has respect not yet come to the picture? Very important, children, right? Importance of respecting and moving ahead with things in life. So many children are raising their hands. Okay, quickly.
The amazing thing I learned from my new friend is always if the person is not comfortable, we should just ignore it. And always we should be happy, not sad. And respect others.
Thank you so much. Wonderful. Let's have a round of applause.
My new friend told that we have to gain happiness and be patient and respect elders. Whenever we tell our friend that I want to take this from you, if they tell no, we can ignore it and take it another time.
Very interesting. Thank you so much. Right. Okay, now in the interest of time, right? I know there is one here as well. Don't worry, I will listen to all children who want to share, right? At the end of this event, I'll stand here and I'll listen to all of you. Is that okay? Thank you so much. Dear parents, you've shared so much of what you've learned. The conversation itself is a learning by itself, right? This was just a way for us to bring out what varieties of learnings have come out of everything. The intention of this event was to build empathy. I hope you realize that sometimes when you listen to someone else's child, did you also learn what your child goes through? And by listening to someone else's parent, someone else's mama, did you listen and did you understand what your mama goes through? Important, right, in life? That's how empathy gets built. So, dear parents, dear children, remember, it is with togetherness. It is by spending time. It is by respecting your children, giving them the space that we can all move ahead. And Chitrakoota is trying to do the same thing. Once again, I thank Principal Ma'am, Joyita Ma'am, Chaitanya Sir for creating this entire space. Let's give a huge round of applause for the management of this school. And Principal Ma'am, Sir, without you, I don't think we'll be able to conclude the event. Please come up front. Let's give a round of applause for Joyita Ma'am.
First of all, thank you for conducting the session so well. And it's overwhelming, experience sitting there. And I thank all the valid people to bring these things to our children's life, our parents' life. And I want to thank all the parents to be here. to be so enthusiastic. I was going through, it was like amazing. Never I could feel that one of you, any one of you also have taken it, for granted. It was a serious discussion. I saw many parents being emotional. You were having tears and you are wiping it off. That was a very touching moment. Many a times we say that we need to respect, and we feel that the respect is very much, added to our senior people, our people who are at home, who are elder to us, who are told to be respected from our birth. Very few times we realize that we need to respect children. If we need to respect children, we need to understand the value of the child, the capability of a child to understand the situation. They are much more capable than what we think. So from now on, we should understand what a child feels, what a child thinks at that particular situation. We are overwhelmed with our emotion. We are overwhelmed with our capability. We feel that we have to mold the child. Actually, it's absolutely different. We have to be the way we are, and we have to bring our best in front of the child so that they can build themselves. They have enough capabilities to do for themselves. They can really appreciate what is good, what is bad. They understand what kind of discussions are going on at home, and they get camouflaged between, good or bad of themselves, because we try to tell them that, no, you don't talk to that person. You don't have to mingle with them. Rather, we can have a discussion the way we were having. We can have a ear to them, and we can have a shoulder to them to make them feel comfortable. That is very much important. Success will come. The way in Three Idiots, we have seen that success will come, success will follow us. But what is success? Let them decide. Let us not decide their success, from our point of view. These children are really, really God-gifted to us. We believe that we are very blessed to have them in our lives. Yes, sometimes some misunderstanding will happen, but this is a phase which will go, and your children will be much more into it because they are thinking so much, they are discussing so much, they're alert and analytical children. So when they will be, teenage child, the person will be totally developed. So we need to understand what we are dealing with and why value education is so important for all of us. Thank you for each and everyone present here. It was amazing to see you respecting the child, and it was amazing, children, to see so much patience you have to talk to your new friend, who is big enough. And overall, from morning, I don't know, I am in a different world altogether. And people say that, heaven we are getting after life, but I feel that these are the creative moments of heaven, peace of heaven, which we can create for ourselves, create for our children. So thank you so much, Mayank. Thank you so much, each one of you, Kinari, Ankita, and our Ankita, and our valet teachers, and obviously management. And I want to to call Mr. Chaitanya also, the chairman of Chitrakoota Group of Institute, to tell a little bit about why this valet is so important and why we have chosen it as a part of our curriculum. Thank you, everyone. Bless us to serve you more the way we love our children. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayank. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the wonderful session. Thank you for the valet team. Thank you for Deepa and the team for putting across a great show. The people up there are my parents. I never had a great relationship with them when I was young, in my youth. And one day something dawned on to me. That, damn it, this life is given by them. I need to be ever grateful to them. And that day, it was probably 1.5 decades ago, that day things changed. My life changed because I became grateful to them. And my relationship with them changed, blossomed. And that made me and them very, very happy. And seeing me being grateful to them, they started feeling very proud about me. Seeing me being grateful to them, they started feeling very proud about me, and we cherish an amazing relationship from where the happiness breeds in a family today. And I can very clearly point it to me being grateful to my parents for all what they have done, starting from giving birth. Happiness starts from being grateful. We teach a lot of things to children, but we don't teach them to be grateful. And I think it's very important to teach children to be grateful. We do a lot in our life for the relationship between our child and us, but we may not do much on the relationship itself. We work for the relationship. We do a lot of things for the relationship. On the relationship, many a times we don't. So we understand the relationship between, the beautiful relationship between a father and a child and mother. And we wanted to work on it. And we wanted to have this session so that you get a glimpse what listening can possibly mean. And seeing you people, I was sure you couldn't have heard better. You couldn't have listened better to another child, whoever the child is. And I wish and pray that you have a wonderful relationship with your child. And I really believe that you need to be grateful that child has given you so much of joy, and they need to be grateful that you are given very life. And let's have a beautiful relationship. Thank you.
A very good afternoon to all the parents and my friends, teachers, and my dear children. Wasn't it a wonderful program?
Yes.
Do you all agree?
Yes.
I really thank on behalf of my organization to give a big round of applause to Mr. Mayank. He was a wonderful speaker, conducted the event so well. It really touched my heart. I'm really missing my parents now. They're not with me, but I really miss them. Thank you so much, Mayank sir. I would request our Chaitanya sir to please felicitate Mr. Mayank. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I would now request our principal ma'am to please felicitate Ankita Chatterjee from Val ED. She is a support to us. With her support, we couldn't have come so far. Thank you, ma'am. I please request all the Val ED people to come on stage. Please come over the stage.
Some sweets for all the sweet people we have on stage. Softness, sweetness, empathy, love, whatever it is, we can really feel from all of you. So please share the sweets among yourself.
Thank you. I request again all of you to give a huge round of applause to this wonderful event. Thank you, my dear parents, teachers, and students to make this event a memorable one. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.